What's going on, my good people? I'm back at it again with another video. This is just a short impromptu video about intermittent fasting while I'm out walking. To come in and jump in this part of the video real quick and do a little intro. I am not a doctor, any kind of physician, no holistic lifestyle person, anything like that. I'm just giving you basic information on what intermittent fasting is and how it works for me and different variations of intermittent fasting that you can do. So if you have any kind of underlying eating disorder, if you have diabetes, if you have any underlying health condition, please consult with a doctor before you even attempt to do intermittent fasting, because it may not be the best thing for you. So again, I am not any kind of physician, any kind of holistic lifestyle. Please consult with your doctor before you try intermittent fasting. I hope you all enjoy this video. If you do, please like it, give it a thumbs up. Please share this video and subscribe to my channel. So a lot of people have a misconception of what intermittent fasting really is. Intermittent fasting is, one, a great thing. Two, everybody intermittent fast. You just don't realize that you're intermittent fasting. So, intermittent fasting is gonna be basically a window of fasting, which is where you do not eat, and eating, which is when you consume your meal. Now, there are several different variations of intermittent fasting that you can actually do. So the most popular intermittent fasting is going to be a 16-8. So you fast for 16 hours and then 16-8, and you fast for 16 hours and then you give yourself an 8-hour time frame of eating. So which means 16 hours may seem like a long time to fast, but you have to consider the fact that in that 16 hours, more than likely, at least 8 of those 16 hours, you're actually gonna be sleeping. Maybe not even 8, maybe because of the simple fact that when you actually do stop eating the night before, when you're going into your 16 hours, you're gonna, have like 2 or 3 hours before you go to bed, and then you have that 8-hour window where you're sleeping, and then you may have about 5 or 6 hours before you actually eat your first meal. Most people, like a lot of people, when they start their intermittent fasting, they may start off eating. They may eat, if you're a breakfast person, you can eat breakfast. Your intermittent fasting schedule is based on you and your work schedule, your lifestyle, or how you want to eat. If you're a breakfast person, you can eat breakfast. Break fast that's all that means. Breakfast doesn't mean you have to eat during breakfast. So if you eat breakfast, go ahead, eat breakfast. If you eat breakfast at 10 in the morning, then you may eat between 10 and like 5 in the evening or something like that. That would be your fasting window. And after that 5 o'clock time frame, you don't eat nothing again until 10 o'clock the next day. Good morning. Good morning. So you have 16-8, you have OMAD, which is 1 meal a day. So pretty much you fast for about 23 hours and then you eat 1 big meal and you only have an hour. So if you calorie count and things like that, then you may have to actually plan your meal, because of the simple fact that you only get that 1 hour, or you're only allowing yourself the 1 hour with the OMAD. Now, there is another variation, and the next variation of intermittent fasting is going to be alternating your fast days. So you don't have to necessarily do intermittent fasting every day. It's 7 days in a week. You can make your own intermittent fasting schedule based off of you. So you can fast every other day. You can fast Monday through Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You can take a break and just eat normally. You can eat intuitively. What intermittent fasting does for you is that basically you're fasting in a sense as if it's not a get skinny quick scheme. It's going to be more so of when you get to that about 12 to 14 hour mark in your fasting schedule, what happens is that your body is going to turn around and start to use that stored energy, that stored fat, and is going to start to use that stored fat, as your energy source. So now you're going to start actually burning the fat within your body. Now, granted, some people may think you can eat whatever you want while you're fasting. That's your decision. But if you really want to see optimal results in your fasting and things like that, for one, you would need to be semi-active, but not necessarily. I have a really good friend of mine that I work with that I introduced her to intermittent fasting, and she's lost a substantial amount of weight, and she does not exercise like at all. So it just depends on you. If you want to intermittent fast but not exercise, your diet is going to play the biggest role in your fasting. Because if you're fasting all day, 16 hours, and then you decide, oh, well, I want a double quarter pounder with cheese, an extra large fry, and a Coke. If you eat like that every day and you're intermittent fasting, you may not ever lose weight. If you do lose weight, then you're going to end up hitting a plateau. You have to make your diet a part of the fasting. If you do not, you're going to struggle and you may not see results that you want to see. I've been intermittent fasting for about 2 years now. It's not really hard. It's a mindset thing. People think that intermittent fasting means starving yourself. That's not what it means. Intermittent fasting is simply you break up your eating windows. And so basically, sometimes we eat out of boredom. Sometimes we eat because we're hungry. So sometimes it depends. You have to learn your body and learn your signals. Sometimes you may not be hungry. You actually and truly may just be thirsty. Grab you some water. If you don't like water, soda's not going to be the best thing. Gatorade is not the best thing. Those things are full of sugar. So you would do water more than likely, or you could do some kind of unsweetened tea or whatever you prefer. But mostly water. If you don't like water, then you can use those 0 calorie or 0 sugar flavor enhancers for your water. So in a wrap, intermittent fasting is not starving yourself. Intermittent fasting is a way to help you regulate your body signals, your functions, and help you start to burn your stored energy, why do I keep saying that? Y'all, my bad. Your stored fat. Sorry. So, in a snapshot, intermittent fasting is a great thing. You should definitely try it, and you have to just choose how you want to do your intermittent fasting, whether it's 16/8, whether it's alternating your fasting days, whether it's OMAD. Research is key. I'll drop a couple links of some intermittent fasting things that I have read online. But again, you have to keep in mind too, when it comes to whether your diet, your exercise regimen, your face regimen, your hair regimen, you have to remember the biggest thing about anything that you decide to start is solely going to be based off of you and your body. Your body and your cues and what you like and dislike is based off of you. Everything when it comes down to it is a personal thing. So now when you look at these things like the videos that I'm doing right now, and you look at several other people's videos, those are their personal experiences with it and just giving you the rundown on how it works for them. Now for me, with intermittent fasting, I don't eat great all the time. But when I tell you that I did see a tremendous change in my dieting cues and my hunger cues, I do see a big difference. Now, when it comes to intermittent fasting, keep in mind that sometimes you actually may be hungry before it's your time to actually eat. So keep in mind that when you do that, if you need to, you can always break your fast early. It's not gonna hurt anything. The only reason that you want to try to at least get that 16 hours in, so that way you know that you are for certain burning that stored fat that you have. So you'll do great. I believe in you. I think any and everybody should start intermittent fasting. We intermittent fast simultaneously and we just don't realize it. But again, the biggest thing I think that happens with a lot of people as to why they struggle with eating every day in all their lives is because you don't know your body signals and your body in general. Because your body, again, gives you cues as if when you're thirsty, that's a cue. It may be a signal like you're hungry. Try drinking water first. Or try drinking something, a liquid first, before, and maybe a 0-calorie liquid first, before you decide, oh, well, let me go and grab a bag of popcorn. Let me go grab a bag of chips. Try liquid, something water, 0-calorie sweeteners in your water, like the flavor enhancers like Crystal Light or Mio, something like that. So I hope this video wasn't too chatty. I know I'm walking, so I may sound a little winded. I just thought it was a really pretty day outside and thought it would be a different kind of video to just come out and walk and give you a little rundown on intermittent fasting. I hope you all like this video. If you do, like, comment, subscribe, share this video. If you know anybody that may be interested in intermittent fasting, peace.